Stage 5 of the only World Tour race for men in the Middle East. The UAE Tour would take the riders over a 168-kilometre ride from Dubai Al Mamzar Park to Dubai Hamdan Smart University. Riders looking relaxed at sign-on. Leonard van Eetvelt resplendent in the white jersey, with Isaac Del Toro, leader of the points classification. Jonathan Milan looking to unseat him from that one. And Antonio Tiberi defending a 21-second lead as the stage billed as one for the sprinters. 143 riders reporting for duty, representing 21 teams and all 18 World Tour squads going into battle on a flat stage in and around the urban sprawl of Dubai and into the desert surroundings. From flag drop, it was the inevitable figure of Sylvain Dillier attacking his intermediate sprints classification, not yet secured, and it was a brisk start to the day, lots of efforts, and eventually took a little while for the early break to establish itself, about 18 kilometers before we had a group of 3 riders clear: Nick Zukowski, Gianni Moscon, and the inevitable figure of Sylvain Dillier. Burj Khalifa looming in the background and heading to the first of 2 intermediate sprints along the way. Sylvain Dillier taking care of business with a maximum haul of 8 points ahead of Moscon and Zukowski as they charged to a maximum lead of just over 2.5 minutes. Thumbs up from Fabio Jakobsen after his stage 4 crash. A languid progress of the ships of the desert. At the second and final intermediate sprint of the day, Sylvain Dillier once again claiming the 8 points, moving into a virtual lead in the points classification as well as the intermediate sprints classification lead. The local Air Force making an appearance, as indeed the inevitable cyclo-tourists at the Al Qudra cycling track, getting to feel what it's like to ride at World Tour pace, if only for a few hundred meters. Jonathan Milan with time for a catch-up with Remco Evenepoel as the sprint squads slowly ramped up the pace and winched in the early break. Approaching 20 kilometers to go, still a minute's advantage for the leaders. That was pared back inside a half a minute, less than 15 to go. Dillier, 3 times in the break this week, was first to crack. Miss Zukowski pressing on, taking Moscon with him. But approaching the final 3 kilometers, a breakaway finally called to account as the sprint squads limbered up for a final assault at the finish line. Under the kite and into the final bends, Mattia Milan crashing with just over 500 meters to go. His brother, though, in prime position to repeat his stage 4 victory. Malicelli in position for Astana. Ethan Vernon launching early, but Jonathan Milan for Lidl-Trek bursting out of the slipstream. Erlen Blickra with a late run to the line, not able to get on terms. Victory number 28 in his career for Jonathan Milan, his 4th of the season, his 2nd in successive days. Almost 1,500 watts sustained for the final 16 seconds of the sprint.
Slide right, 600, right again. Come on, boys, come on. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, 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 all the way, all the way, all the way.
Yeah!
Yes! Woo-hoo!
So glory once again for Jonathan Milan ahead of Blickra and Malicelli, with the Mezgets getting up for a fine 4th place finish. And Antonio Tiberi preserving his 21-second advantage over Isaac Del Toro on the run to the GC appointment on stage 6. Milan back into the lead of the points classification. He'll wear green in the penultimate day of racing. Antonio Tiberi also leading the young rider battle ahead of his GC rival Del Toro. and Dillier now with an almost unassailable advantage in the intermediate sprint standings.